Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D Dun here, the most chill COD player, commentating over on the Gaming VOD for another episode of the Kim with Every Gun series. This one really caught my eye, and I'm really excited to commentate it because it's an FP6 shotgun Kim strike, which in and of itself is hard enough to do, but it is also on Overlord. I'm pretty sure that's the name of this map, Overlord. Yeah, one of the biggest maps in Call of Duty um, ever, probably, honestly. Um, and he got a shotgun Kim strike. Absolutely insane. One thing I also noticed is he's not running Deadeye, which I run Deadeye on every single one of my specialist classes. So I was a little surprised to see that, but he puts in work. The Kim strike, it's a little bit longer, but I mean, you got to remember that he is playing on a big map, so he's got to try really, really hard to stick to the close quarters. And you'll also see, or hopefully just saw on the scoreboard, he's only playing against I think 3 players. So but regardless, let's talk about the FP6, um, and then my experiences with it and what I would recommend for you. So first of all, the FP6, in case you're unfamiliar with this gun, which I hope you would since Ghost is almost over, but it's a pump action shotgun, kind of old, rustic looking, I guess you could say. It does have the highest damage, according to the stats and the little description of it, of all the shotguns in its class. But it pumps kind of slow, and it only holds about 6 rounds. So hit markers are going to be absolutely just god awful for you. In a lot of Call of Duties, obviously it was always preferred to run steady aim with your shotguns. But honestly, in Call of Duty Ghost, I feel like every shotgun, even the FP6, performs better when you aim down sight. So, when building your class for this, I would recommend that maybe you leave off steady aim. I mean, you can if maybe you can't snap onto your targets real quickly. Um, but agility and marathon is almost a must with every shotgun class, just so you can go from cover to cover as quickly as possible and surprise your enemy and get him in a close quarters engagement. That's how you're going to win a lot of shotgun fights. You're going to see stuff like this. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but on top of that balcony where he just was, that was actually a pretty risky play, and you see him do it quite a bit in this gameplay. And poking those long lines of sight will get you killed quite a bit, and especially in Call of Duty Ghosts where you die so quickly. Um, so you want to avoid that. Obviously, you're gonna have to take some chances at some point, but just try and minimize peeking those long range lines of sight, and you should do pretty well. I've never gotten a Kim strike myself with this gun. In fact, the only Kim strike I have with a shotgun is with the Bulldog, of course. And actually, whenever I was using that gun, um, I was running it with Quick Draw and Stalker. Now you're seeing here a very, very interesting gunfight, and eventually he does decide to just turn around and back out of it, which is probably the smart play. The enemy was just waiting on him, probably aimed down sights already. He peeked it a couple times and tried to put some shots in, got a hit marker or two, and then just bailed on it. So that was probably, honestly, of course, the best move. Um, Also, oh yeah, that reminds me. Watching him reload here, like I said, there's only 6 shells in the magazine, so it's really, really important that you run sleight of hand on this gun. And right here, oh, he gets so lucky. He had a really good jump shot there. Jumped up and definitely, I'm sure, confused his fingerless opponent, and then picks up this guy camping. And we're gonna move over here very quickly into the second round of Blitz. So shotguns and Call of Duty Ghosts just as a whole, you just got to play extremely smart. The way he's working the map now, you just see him running, left to right throughout the course of the map and just trying to stick to these buildings. So you can play shotguns effectively, even though the maps are really big. You just really can't venture out too far. Like right here, he just gets really lucky that the guy laying prone really wasn't too aware, and that's another thing you have to have with shotguns is just a lot of luck. There he almost paid the price, getting shot in the back, trying to duck into the doorway. Um, so, like I said, just kind of summarize here: FP6 pump action, not a lot of ammo capacity, but it does have the best damage and decent range. So, what I recommend, like I said, is run agility, run a marathon, run steady aim, if you're not good at snapping on target. If not, then I would try and put quick draw in your specialist package somewhere, because I think it just helps tremendously. Um, and I don't know if I already said it, but sleight of hand, just because this gun doesn't have a huge ammo capacity. And then me myself, I would just run grip, because it doesn't have an extended mags attachment. So just grip and muzzle brake, and then I would also include Deadeye in there somewhere, just to try and minimize the hit markers as much as possible. And that's my recommended class setup for this. And I feel like a lot of stuff is probably a little redundant to a more seasoned COD player. But maybe you guys did take something out of it, and I hope you did, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. You're going to see here very shortly, one of his teammates is actually going to call in a K.E.M strike, and then very shortly after that, he picks up his own, and I will show him calling in his K.E.M strike. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like rating. If you hated it, then just go ahead and dislike it. Make sure to leave a comment down below your thoughts on the shotguns of Call of Duty Ghosts, and especially the FP6, since that's what this episode is about. Make sure to check out all links below in the description. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're, enjoyed my commentary. You can check out my channel, and there's the K.E.M strike. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Friendly K.E.M strike incoming.
Wait, you got it with that gun?